live from Paperverse. It's the 7th annual Metaverse Maker Competition. Please welcome our host, the best thing since sliced bread, Medra.
Welcome to the Metaverse Maker Competition 2026. Our story continues once again here in the Paperverse. It's wonderful to return for another year of imagination and collaboration. I'm truly honored to continue organizing and hosting the MMC alongside such a talented and passionate community. 4 weeks of creative exploration has officially come to a close. You've taken ideas and turned them into creations that now become part of this moment in the MMC history. It is time to recognize the dedication you've poured into your work. We will name winners and honorable mentions today, but do not let that overshadow the magnitude of what you have achieved. To surpass your own experiences, to discover what you're truly capable of. That is the ultimate prize. And there's something about coming together to a shared experience as a community. The people of Resonite continue to show how supportive, creative, and generous this space can be. While I wish every member of the community could join us in the space today, we're grateful to have our judges, presenters, VIPs, and board members joining us for this celebration. Thank you all for being here, and a big thank you as well to everyone watching along the stream. Okay, without further ado, let's get to it. After 2 days of diving into amazing entries and a huge voter turnout, it's time to reveal the winners of the Metaverse Maker Competition.
Please welcome to the stage one of the Creator Jam Board of Directors and Festival-nominated Resonite artist, Styx.
In the world of art, there is a term called visual language. Visual language is the way one uses their artistic abilities in conjunction with collective symbolism to frame and communicate a message they want to convey. The formation of the visual language is not like the evolution of one's natural talent or ability, but gradually evolves with an artist's inner growth and lived experience. When an artist finds something they want to say through their work, their visual language crystallizes into form and patiently waits to be heard. The winner of this year's art award goes to Seraphim by Cozy Crew. What more can I say about Cozy Crew but their evolution as world builders and artists? The entire team has come such a long way from humble beginnings, and I'm intensely proud of them. From the get-go, the buzz circulating around this entry, this artistic experience, had me going into this work with considerable expectations from a group who have never before touched the art category, all of which were exceeded by the time I reached the end. This surrealistic work is a Cozy Crew masterpiece, and it will only leave you wanting more. At first, the world seems to be more suitable for the social tag, which was Cozy Crew's comfort category, winning last year with Sunset Galaxy. It's mind-boggling how successfully they've stepped into and dominated a completely different box with Seraphim. I'll do my best not to spoil anything, but lighting, color, and texture are all used masterfully to establish a setting that quickly descends from one mood into something else entirely. The use of space, scale, and sound lends to the uneasy and paranoid atmosphere as one moves through the environment and peels back the layers of what's really going on. Seraphim is something built in VR that must be experienced in VR and addresses existential themes of how we use technology and how technology uses us. What blew me away about Seraphim was the mindful use of analog devices to drive a sense of uncanniness within the framework of the set pieces. A few rewards await exploration, including puzzles, gimmicks, and lore. There were a few instances in Seraphim where I felt like I wasn't in Resonite anymore, and that I was experiencing something uniquely on its own. Technically, the world is also built very well. It's extremely optimized for what it is, very well planned structurally, and offers a few quality of life features, such as a fast travel system. Oh. I can sense Hamo is here. I can sense them, that they're coming closer. But yes. You can do it, Hamo. I believe in you. Just a little bit farther. And here comes Hamo from Cozy Crew to accept the award. Oh. Here you go, Hamo. I'm so proud of you guys. Congratulations. Can you grab the trophy? Is that possible? You got it? Are you desynced? Yeah? Oh. Oh, there you go. You got it. Perfect. Yay. Perfect. Congratulations, Henry. Congratulations. You guys did such a wonderful job. I'm so proud of you all. It was such an experience. Thank you so much. Thank you. Of course. It was such a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The art honorable mention goes to Pulse in the Ground by TGB and Beatitude by Eclipse. It's unsurprising to many that making avatars is hard. And you know how it is. You have the perfect conceptualization for an embodiment in mind, but you lack a certain skill to create it. Maybe you can program, but you don't know the first thing about modeling. Maybe you can draw really well, but PBS material creation is beyond your level of ability. The beautiful thing about creating within the metaverse is that if there's a will, there's a way. The winner of the Avatar Miscellaneous Award is Velp Avatar Maker by Catboy Nico. The best way to describe how Velp Avatar Maker works is simply building your avatar one polygon at a time. You are presented with two base meshes in an extremely low poly style to choose from, and you can customize these bodies in a multitude of ways by manipulating polygons with sliders. And when I say polygons, I actually mean singular polygons. Not quads, not n-gons, singular procedural Resonite triangles. This is definitely one of those entries where you look it up and down and you shrug your shoulders and go, only in Resonite. Individuals who finalize their model can then take the avatar to the texture lab, where cameras are used to create layers like a blown-up VR Photoshop. Users can then apply stationary or dynamically animated texture atlases to their newly created avatar bases, which allows the avatar to speak and emote. If you think this is absolutely insane, you would be correct. It's the brainchild of a mad scientist. Oh, and here's Medra, I guess, to accept the reward. Here you are, Medra. The honorable mention in the Avatar Miscellaneous category goes to OZ's Latency Accommodating Grabbable System by OZ. Creating avatars often comes with the task of embellishment. It's about more than just creating a physical form. It's about utilizing the power we have in the metaverse to develop avatars that are more than just a framework to hang an appearance on. We don't just want to be our avatars. We also want to be able to do. We want to fire lasers out of our eyeballs, cast spells at our fingertips, and use our feet to travel at super speed. Or not have to use our feet at all. This year's winner of the Avatar Award is Riftwalker by Gunner. Once again, Gunner is showing us how it's done when it comes to avatar creation. In this entry, he references back to one of his previous year's entries to present the Riftwalker, a robotic being with a crystalline sci-fi fantasy flair and a built-in gimmick made hyper accessible to both VR and desktop users. With the press of a button, the Riftwalker can spawn portals, at least 2 to activate the effect, that can then be used by the Riftwalker or any of the Riftwalker's friends to physically traverse. These portals can be moved around, positioned, stretched, and squashed to different effects. Whether you want to travel from place to place by walking your entire body through, or just want to use portals to tap someone on the shoulder with one limb, whether that be an arm or a leg, the Riftwalker avatar boasts native portal functionality that is both easy and fun to use. Users can experiment with their relative position by placing portals at different angles or dynamically scale themselves as they move through tears in space-time by resizing the portals. The aesthetic of this avatar is light and almost magical. Covered in tarnished white metal that arguably gives it the appearance of organic marble, it is trimmed with bright gold and inlaid with hot magenta gemstones in various hues, with brightly colored, coordinated portals to match. The appearance of the avatar is equally unique and exciting as its functionality, as it meshes perfectly with the technology of the portal creation, giving the avatar a very distinct visual feel. And of course, Gunner, being a veteran multi-year winner here at MMC, I do definitely suggest going and seeing Gunner's additional entries. The one that is called back in this particular entry is actually a world called The Fracture. And it's definitely one of the more impressive things that I've seen in Resonite. Where it's essentially it appears to be an enormous cliffside that sort of opens up to this fracturing planet, and it's extremely visually impressive. The use of light and color, very well done. Last year, Gunner won the Avatar Award again for their N8 avatar, and it is, of course, all of considerable quality, just like all of Gunner's entries. So I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what Gunner comes up with in future iterations and future MMC entries as we move along in our award ceremonies. We're just waiting for Gunner to pop into the world now to receive this award, or have someone pop into the world to receive the award for Gunner. This avatar that Gunner's created this year, the Rift Walker, is very impressive in terms of functionality, of course, and it is extremely fun to use. Portals and rifts and such are usually something you have to have either an external tool that you have, or that someone else has just happened to make, or it could be that it's something that has... Oh, and here comes Medra to accept the award. Here you are, Medra. The honorable mention in the avatar category goes to, and this is easily the longest name that we've ever had on the MMC, I will try to pronounce it, an invitation from an idol made by the deep sea, Shinkai no Temanki Abada by Hutsu no Nigen.
Please welcome to the stage the founder of Metaverse Academia, Miss Molly.
The great thing about Resonite is that whether you have Flux knowledge, know how to use an inspector, or just like to chat and socialize, there is something that is possible for everybody. And that is to make and share memes. Memes are universal and bring smiles to people's faces. Resonite is a place that makes that easy, and that's a big part of the reason we love this platform so much. This year's meme category entries showed off the different ways that Resonite can make us laugh, even in ways we might not have expected. This year, the meme award goes to Excala Debugger by ARandomMeatball. A dungeon crawler made silly. This entry can make anybody smile, especially if you've done any sort of debugging in Resonite. From the familiar missing texture to literal placeholder audio clips, it showcases that a good project doesn't come from good assets, it comes from having a fun time creating it. When you're working on a project in Resonite, you're usually going to need some sound effects to make it cooler. Sometimes the easiest and most fun thing to do is whip out a mic tool from the Resonite Essentials folder and just use your voice to make the sound effects. This can lead to some hilarious moments amongst friends and the best outcomes, like in this entry. In fact, one of my favorite things... Oh, and here's ARandomMeatball. Nice, nice.
Hello.
Please.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd just like to say a big thanks to my friends and then the open source community as a whole. Couldn't have made any of this without any of them, so thank you.
The honorable mentions in the meme category are Gluthulu's Realm by Team Gluthulu.
Please welcome to the stage a voice that will melt your heart, ShigureFox.
There is the house in New Orleans. recall the rising sun, and it's been a run I've meant for good. Dear God, I know I've won. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans, and my father was a gambling man way down in New Orleans. And the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's drunk. So tell my baby sisters, do not do what I have done, to spend our lives in sympathy in the heights of the rising sun. I got one foot on the platform and the other on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain.
Please welcome to the stage Resonite's esteemed creator, Frooxius.
Education and science are topics that are very dear and near to my heart, and one of the major reasons I have built this engine. As someone who loves learning for fun, it was a joy going through the ESD category this year and seeing how everyone utilized the power of virtual reality to convey complex topics in ways that are more immersive, memorable, and interactive than traditional learning. The Education Science Database Award goes to Let's Go to the Moon by Zoka Sudan. Whether you're a space enthusiast or not, this entry is very well visiting for the immersive approach to reliving the Apollo mission to the moon. You can replay the entire mission from launch of the Saturn V rocket through the lunar landing all the way to the splashdown back on Earth, while being able to witness the key events of the mission happening in front of you in 3D in full scale. Seeing the rocket tower in front of you at life scale is a great use of VR to start with. You can appreciate the power necessary for the liftoff as you see the Earth slowly get further and further away from underneath you. What is impressive is that through the whole journey, both Earth and Moon are animated in the real-life scale, and you can see them at all time where they would be in the real world. The entire journey can be controlled through a timeline. Similar to the real-world scale, the timeline also happens in real-time by default as well, so you could see the whole mission replay over the course of several days if you really wanted to. However, to make things easier, you can jump to chapters markers for important key points of the mission, or use the playback control to speed up time back and down again as needed. Each chapter of the mission will also have a number of additional information appear, with relevant pictures, models, and explanations. This gave the experience an interactive museum feel, but one that also fully utilizes the power of virtual reality, giving a true sense of scope. As a space nerd myself, I thoroughly enjoyed walking up close to the rocket or the lunar modules as they were launching, performing separation maneuvers, docking maneuvers, or going through space. The project also reminded me of the Apollo 17 real-time project, a website that allows you to relive the entire Apollo mission in real-time in the web. This has been one of my favorite educational projects, and seeing our community make a similar experience, but in full 3D, is one of the reasons this entry is deserving of this prize. It also makes great use of public domain assets by NASA. It's a great resource for space exploration 3D models. The experience also features a grid visualization. Oh, and we have Zuzukasa coming here. Come get your prize. Congratulations. Congratulations to winning the educational category.
ありがとうございます。イエーイ。じゃあ、どっちにこう下がればいいですか？じゃあ。
The honorable mentions in the ESD category are Orizuru by S. Haruya and Aquaproxy Aquarium by Rain.
It's a little bit hard with
Please welcome to the stage one of the
everything.
Creator Jam
Die
Board of
Gizmos.
Directors and Resonite World Creator, Rixx.
One of the greatest strengths of Resonite is the ability to build your own tools, application, and utilities here in-game. By doing so, the Resonite community advances the functionality of the platform and offers a high degree of freedom to meet everybody's needs. This year had a variety of excellent entries, however, one stood out by offering a great deal of customization for an interaction we all use all the time inside and outside of Resonite. Typing. The winner is Keyboard Factory by Rixx. This world offers a pretty easy and intuitive workflow for putting together your own personalized keyboard that later you can use as your own keyboard to type here in Resonite. Customization not only includes shapes of the keys, colors, but also completely new groups of keys and little macros that make life a little bit easier here when it comes to typing in VR. One thing which I also really appreciate about this world as somebody who has to switch between different language and also different keyboard layouts all the time, that you can have a variety of different keyboard layouts there, and if something doesn't match what you can find there, you can also create your own ones with this easy workflow, which makes creating these elements much more accessible to a broader audience. Now, here they come. Yeah.
Thank you
Great
very
job
much.
again.
Thank you. Yeah, this is, thank you very much. I wasn't planning on this at all. Yeah, I hope this inspires other people to make their own tools, as is appropriate. And great shout out to Palpatine for his protograph work. This would just not be possible without you. So thank you very much. Thank you again.
Honorable mentions goes to Stickerboard by Shock Coil. Some entries are so unique that they don't fit into the usual categories. Especially for this case, we have the other miscellaneous category. This year had a huge volume of entries that make judging this category very hard. However, the winner of this year's category is SEM, Scanning Electron Microscope by Jack. A functioning electron microscope is something that is not accessible to most of people. However, having a functional model here in VR lets people play with it so they can develop a greater understanding how these machines work. The level of detail is quite amazing. This includes the mechanical positioning unit with micrometers and the knobs for the electronic display and a number of other controls. Also, the modeling is quite remarkable. It surely looks like the real physical one. Also, I'm quite pleased that you have a different variety of specimens you can try it out, and later you can also play around and try to add your own ones. Also, the world, very simple in its representation, gives you a clear layout and gives you also a little bit more understanding of how to operate this machine. So that's truly remarkable. I've seen similar creations when it comes to mechanical engineering projects, so I hope we will see more of these projects in the future. This is super exciting. And yeah, playing around with this was super fun, and also led to a lot of insight on how to operate these machines. Also, in general, I'm really quite amazed how many other entries we had in this category. This year truly exploded, and we've seen so many different entries. Oh, they left again. But standing up the break, Medra will accept this award. Also, as mentioned numerous times, we had so many entries that the honorable mentions will go to two different entries as well. One is Snowboard Shop Proto Edge by Proto Edge Riders, and the other one is Pretty Procedural by VRXist.
Let's welcome to the stage the spellbinding voice of FANGS.
I hear you coming down the hallway, leaving havoc in your wake. You stir me from my slumber with those noises that you make. And for such a tiny creature, all this chaos that you cause, it's enough to make my heart break when you sink in your claws. Ooh, a monarch in the moonlight, dancing in the dark. I let it sink in when you slow blink. You really made your mark. Thank you so much for having me, Resonite. Thank you.
Once again, welcome to the stage, Medra.
If you thought other miscellaneous was the junk drawer of categories, this would be the junk universe when it comes to variety. Historical fiction shitposts, theme park rides, funhouse worlds, procedural playgrounds, retrofuturist environments, and asset storage spaces are just some of the things you might see. Variety in this category makes it fun to judge and enjoyable to explore. And speaking of exploring, this entry did just that in a highly sophisticated, polished way. The World Miscellaneous Award goes to Warden's Crater by Vibes. When entering this world, one gets a distinct feel of a Vibes world, a cool color palette, and a strong sense of atmosphere. It doesn't take long to be drawn to the star of the world, the helicopter. The helicopter, by far, is one of the most sophisticated systems we have seen in Resonite. You know you're doing something right when both beginners and flight simulator enthusiasts really enjoy flying. This entry could have just been a helicopter by itself. However, Vibes has given their own special take on dressing up the world to accommodate the vehicle. Find your flavor of fun. Explore the beautiful world. Get in dogfights with friends. Destroy turrets. Or fly through time trials. One can sit with a friend, controlling the flight together, or solo. At first, controls may seem daunting, but there are many options available for whatever skill level you may have. One of the not-so-hidden gems of this vehicle is the intercom system, where you can finally visualize and hear other pilots. Finally, you can live your meme dreams and do a barrel roll. For the first time, we see Vibes veer from the more familiar category of World Social, choosing instead to explore one gimmick and making that the main focus. We encourage creators and teams to move outside their comfort zone and try personally challenging themselves in different categories. And we can see Rucio is entered in, or Rucio, more so. And Vibes over the years has made social worlds, but it's interesting to see them go into other parts. And you can see elements of each one, like where there's pieces of like kind of space and violet kind of backgrounds and other things. It'll be very interesting to see what they decide to do in the future. Hopefully we'll see them and other larger teams and other teams try out other stuff. They've been around since 2020, and it's neat to see how teams grow over time, and those types of growth that they make basically kind of inform us of kind of their voice. And I like to see more so what their voice has to say in further years. And as we wait for Rucio to get onto the stage, I'd like to thank all the teams that decide to spend so much time and effort on things, and understanding that such a large team can be unruly, unwieldy, and appreciate from the, oh, looks like coming through the portal. Okay. Seems the portal is having a little hiccups and what have you. And so, ooh, I'm not sure. It looks like it's having a little bit of some uncomfortable times. Let's see. It's getting there. It's just hiccuping a little. And yep, of course, these things happen. And Ah, congratulations, Rucio.
There we go. Just gonna put that right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Well, I hope you'll forgive me for I'm a little under the weather
Oh no.
this week. So like you said, sometimes it's nice to step outside your comfort zone. And this year we were dared to not enter the social category, so we figured we'd take the opportunity to give it a shot. And we did. We hope we did the category, justice. We thought we had a lot of fun. It was very, very different. But again, thank you very much from Vibes, and take care, everybody. Thank you.
And honorable mentions go to Porto, Through the Ages, by Not Quite, New Project, Final, WHOP.
Once again, welcome to the stage, Frooxius.
The games category is one of my favorite categories to go through every year. These experiences provide fun activities for the community to keep coming back to, regardless of whether you're alone or with your friends. Whether you're looking for blood-pumping action or teasing your brain, the War Game category has something for you. In this category, there are two winners, one for small teams and one for large teams. And the World Game Small Team Award goes to Size and Sieg by I Found My Bed This Year team. Playing with your scale is one of those things that you can only do in VR, and this game utilizes this in a simple yet very powerful way. You will be split into two themes, witches and tinies. As a tiny, you'll be shrunk down, and your goal is to find a good hiding spot. As a witch, you need to find the tinies, grab them, and put them into a cage. The entry shows that you don't need overly complex game mechanics to make an engaging experience. Whether I was playing as the witch, trying to catch my friends as they were trying to flee from me, from their hiding spot, or as a tiny, and suddenly seeing a giant hand reach out for me into my hiding spot, the game has been some of the most fun I've had. It's easy to understand and quickly jump into gameplay. While you play this with just two people, the bigger the group you gather, the more fun this gets. The game offers a number of configuration options to adjust gameplay as well. Not only you can adjust the timers, but you can also enable 3 optional rooms for extra hiding spots and more challenge. If you manage to elude the witches for long enough, you'll see them shrink periodically in their own size, making the task harder and giving you more of a thrill as you manage to evade them. The game also makes good use of climbing mechanic, allowing you to reach more hiding spots. At the risk of making the game harder for myself in the future, I love climbing on the bookshelves and hiding behind the books, watching the witches obliviously pass numerous times before they caught on and got me. And we have Hoanvi. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I wanna say then. I want to say thanks to all who actually helped us playtest the game when we actually were developing it. I also want to thank to everyone else who actually competed on the competition, because there has been so many world games that have been actually amazing so far. And I want to also congratulate them as well on their job. You also be proud on your work. I'm thank you very much. I can't grab it. There we go. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Big teams are a challenge in their own regard. While more hands can help spread the workload and make some things happen faster, they need to put more effort into coordination and ensuring everyone stays in sync. The World Game Large Team Award goes to Defenders of Arcane Valley by Hardlight. Defenders of the Arcane Valley is a tower defense game that you can play both alone or with your friends. You'll need to defend a magic siphon against hordes of enemies, and when I say hordes, I mean hordes. The amount of enemies in this game will throw at you at once is quite impressive, not only on technical level, but it adds to the actual gameplay as you need to strategize where to place your defenses constructs to deal with the onslaught. Not only do you have a number of various constructs to choose from summon, this game lets you take things into your own hands too. Grab a sword or a bow and start dealing with enemies yourself. While you probably won't be able to stop all of them this way, it lets you deal with some of the stragglers that get past your defenses, and adds some extra fun dimension to the game. And we have Norvik coming to accept the prize. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I want to thank the Hardlight team for this time keeping it a bit more controlled, so the systems were not out of hand. And the whole team of Creator Jam for organizing, and for the Resonite team to actually make this platform so that we can enjoy this. So, thanks. Bye.
The game category had a lot of great games this year, so there are multiple honorable mentions. The honorable mentions in the game category are Grey Hollow by No Contact Systems, Photonic Symphony by Team Weijdom, and Bomber Spleef by The Unmanageables. Congratulations! Social worlds are the basis of any social platform. They can set the mood and the right vibes with their team, and even offer some light activities to get the group going. Much like the game category, there are two winners, Small Team and Large Team. The World Social Small Team Award goes to Amelia's Tea Shop by Amelia Faust. What a better time to sit down and socialize with your friends than over some tea and biscuits. The tea shop offers you a functioning hot water machine and a number of different teas to choose from. Don't forget to also grab a plate and put some scones or pretty patties to munch on. Find a spot to sit down and chat with your friends while you eat, drink tea. And when you are done with your food and tea, don't forget to put dishes in the dedicated dish tray. If you prefer to sit outdoors instead, you can grab more seats and tables and sit at your own space in some fresh air. You can also find a small spinning carousel out there, as well as a Resonite sun gun. The world was set up with a down skybox giving control over the time of the day. When you pull the sun down to make it a nighttime, you'll notice a number of lights that will turn on. It's good to see when creators make their worlds react to the current time of the day, which gives the world completely different feel. I personally love nighttime themes with moody lighting. And we have Amelia Faust coming for a prize. Congratulations.
Thank you. I want to thank Creator Jam and my build team, the open sourcers, and everybody who inspired me to do this. Thanks very much.
Building a world together with a large group taps into the unique collaborative powers on Resonite. Sometimes all it takes is inviting a number of your friends to build something together and make a cool world. The World Social Large Team Award goes to Undertable Prototype by Undertable Prototype Team. This moody social world has been built together by a number of users from our Japanese community. The whole build process was streamed live on Twitch. We always love when builders document their process, as it helps demonstrate the power of collaboration, appreciate the work that everyone put into creating each entry, and help share the knowledge and skills with the wider community, rather than just the finished work. Sharing the build process on media helps during the GG process as well, as it gives us more context on how the entry was built. This world presents with a dark, moody atmosphere, with a bunch of tables to sit behind. Worlds with dark lighting are from favorite mine, because they give each individual light in the world more power to draw users' attention to certain areas and provide more overall contrast. The darkness also lets our brain feel more retail, making this a clever design decision. While the world looks like a restaurant with a bar at first, on closer examination you'll find that instead of food items the boxes contain various crystals instead. Ooh, and we have Esnia coming to accept the prize. Congratulations! The honorable mention in the World Social category is Izakiyaraku by Tanosi.
Please welcome to the stage professor and researcher at the HKU University of the Arts Utrecht, Joris Weijdom.
Hi everybody, this is the last category, but definitely not the least. As a jury, we were greatly impressed by the amount of entries we saw on different categories. While of course Resonite is a social environment, this year we had a very rich amount of works on art, on narrative design, on all sorts of interesting worlds. So this is about the narrative design. As an educator and researcher who has been using Resonite with students in theater, media, and games for several years, we continue to witness the power of VR in art and design projects. VR is a powerful medium for building and sharing all sorts of narrative experiences. Here, we see a range from more traditional storytelling, where the experiencer is taking along a linear path with characters and scenes, to more abstract, non-linear narrative forms in which the experiencer has to find their way through spaces and events, reconstructing the story as they go. Entries this year show this full range of narrative experiences that are engaging, touching, funny, and mysterious. We especially appreciate how virtual environments tell their stories by traversing them, using the endless space of the metaverse as their container. For this reason, we have chosen the following winner and honorable mention. So the narrative award goes to Out of the Dark by Nyx and Rin. This year's entry showed a huge, mysteriously abandoned world, and it tells its tragic story in fragmented bits of text and vast environments. Even when not reading all the text provided, this experience showcases the full atmospheric power of spatial narrative design. It is easy to lose yourself in this expansive world, and it works both as a solitary but also as a social experience. But either way, and it's no spoiler, you will have little fireflies helping you light the way. So make sure you find them, because you're going to need them to find your way to this enormous, enormous world. At first, it's maybe not that clear what you're supposed to do, but this is the power of this environmental narrative design. Just follow the path and see where you end up. And this space is big, so you need some time to really climb up further and further, and while doing so, the story uncovers. And we were really enjoying ourselves for quite some time there. So I see our winner has already arrived, but fell through the floor. Make sure, yeah. All right, so can I have a great applause for Nyx?
Hey, Rin here. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
We are
yeah.
blown away. Huge shout out to my partner Nix. This was a 2-person project, and the scope of it was insane to do with 2 people. But we both learned so much. We've grown so much since our last entry. And also huge shout out to my partner Leica for being patient with me as I disappeared into hyperfocus for an entire month. That takes patience. Thank you. And thank you to the huge Resonite community. Y'all are amazing.
Good job. Well done.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rin. All right. So we also have 2 honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is, and sorry for my pronunciation, Asahi Bunka Yutaku by Asase Bunka Yatuku Kandri Kumaya. And the second one, Dorothy's Adventures by AZ Story.
Once again, please welcome to the stage, Medra.
Once again, this was a phenomenal MMC. The heart of this competition has always been, and will always be, you. And you transform it into something far greater than a simple contest. And don't forget what you're capable of. That ability to inspire and make a difference. I am so proud of this community. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It takes a lot of people to make this possible. Special thanks to Jason, Kenneth Rigo, Nicole Rigo, Nanotopia, Projektivity, Dave the Turner, Rixx, StiefelJackal, FoxBox, Rucio, ARandomMeatball, Phant, Miss Molly, Skielsthear, Code, 97, Ghost, Z36, Lux, Nytra, Frooxius, Dooley, Joris Weijdom, FANGS, Shigurefox, Styx, Morph, litalita, Holyrotter, and VRXist. We're working behind the scenes to make this event such a huge success. This concludes the formal part of the award ceremony. We'll briefly close and reopen the stream to begin a world hop. Stay tuned and watch as we tour the MMC winners while creators give their commentary on their entry. Bye-bye. What do you say, Joe? You all did great. Love it.
The world's longest way.